Yo people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another instant Grizzly post-match reaction. This time we're we're in the car park. Me and my brother Don Sacito is in the building, in the car I should say. We just got back to the car now, 20-minute walk from the city ground after we're just catching our breath, as you can see, after a breathless second half where Liverpool weren't able to get the 3 points. But Sass, at half-time, we were looking at each other with utter confusion and despair, I guess. Is that fair?
Yeah, certainly more questions than answers, and a worry that we weren't going to be able to break them down. But, you know, as I say, a game of two halves. Second half was much more like it, and you know, really should have won the game, I think, come the end of it, with all the various chances. We weren't at it first half, definitely not, and a couple of the players in terms of the finishing weren't at it, but that's a gutsy performance and a good point, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, we're disappointed we haven't won, but, you know, I'll take that.
I think gutsy is an amazing word to use right now, man. It's not the most extravagant, flamboyant. Gutsy. That was gutsy, man. We started off the game exactly how they wanted us to start. I've seen low blocks, people. I've seen low blocks in my time. I know you're laughing, but it's serious. That was the
low blocks.
That was lowest of low blocks. There was no space to go any lower.
Yeah. They'd be in the stands.
There's no place to go any lower than that low block. I have never seen anything like that low block. They refused to go past the halfway line. They refused. Every single one of their players from the start, from the very kickoff, let Virgil and Ibu have as much of the ball as possible, and we played into their hands, Sass. How many times did I tell you, like, what? And you were shouting, like, I was just sat there in despair and at first, a confusion, like, where a team that plays in a low block wants the other team to play as slow as them or slower than them, so they have a chance to get back into their positions.
Yeah.
We fucking, pardon my French straight away, guys, but we played into their hands so much. What was it? Was it a fear of their transition?
Yeah, to be honest with you, and when you've got a false nine playing, then you need the runners from midfield, and it was all very static, and everything seemed to be like everything was telegraphed. Like you knew where we were passing next. There was no pace to it at all. And having said that, if I look back at the game, I think we bossed the game pretty much for 90 minutes.
We did. We don't know. Look at the end of the stats. Like we were reading the stats as we were walking back. 70%. You know, XG of 2.47 or something like that, or whatever.
XG of 2, I think. Yeah.
XG of 2 compared to theirs.
Yeah, less.
And then the sucker punch. We didn't even know. Like, apparently Mohamed Salah loses out in a 50-50 or challenge. One pass slices through, and I said to you, like from our angle, people, it either looked like a ridiculous finish or a slight angle problem positioning with Alisson. Obviously, we'll have a look at it back, and we don't know. We haven't had a chance to look at it back, but let us know if you thought that Alisson's positioning could have been a bit better. For the remainder of that first half, they were just in dreamland. Like, this was so cozy, rosy for them, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, for Forest, definitely they had us where they wanted us to play on the counter. And I was thinking, shit, this is gonna be tricky to turn around. But credit to Slot. I just sort of had a sort of head in hand moment when I saw the substitutions in the second half, because we were looking at each other going,
how should we do this?
Why is Konate going? What's going on? Grav. So then obviously they went to a back three, it looked like to us, with Grav going slotting in right of Verge. But props to the midfield. I thought Szoboszlai and McAllister, the little Argentine, were fabulous today. Mo wasn't quite at it.
Our front three weren't at it.
Yeah, they weren't at it. Yeah, and I think Diaz is one of those games I think he'll forget.
I think Diaz, in this experimental thing with the false nine, I'm not sure about it.
Yeah, the jury's out.
The jury is massively out. He is not an expert in playing it. He hasn't played it much. When he plays for Colombia, he plays a roaming role as opposed to a false nine. And they haven't... I don't know. I don't think that's the answer. And I definitely don't think Nunes is the answer. What I do know is the answer, if he can stay fit, is Diogo Jota.
100%.
Sass, we were crying out for him, and everyone was. It was not like we were genius tactically, like to think, oh, bring on Jota and it'll change the game. every Tom, Dick and Harry who watches football knows. You bring on Diogo Jota and your chances of scoring a goal increase massively. But did we bloody envisage Tsimikas comes on, first touch, corner, far post, Diogo Jota. This guy is... He stays fit, we win the league, brother.
Yeah. Listen, I think it's weird. It's weird, even though the number 9, he was also dropped, like you were saying, he was dropping off as well. But he is... Listen, you know what he is? He's feisty. He's at it. He's direct. He doesn't give defenders a minute's rest, and he's got the Midas touch, man. He knows how he knows where the onion bag is. So, I mean, yeah, how he didn't get a second.
Well, after that, we get the equaliser, and we're thinking. I turn around to you and I said it's going to be take a set piece to open this up.
Yeah.
Once we got the set piece, they were knackered by then. They were falling over, feigning injury, wasting.
Yeah,
time.
The time wasting was a disgrace. Some of their chants were a disgrace, but I won't get into that. But yeah, I mean, I was surprised.
We revved it up in that second half. We revved it up in that second half.
Man. It was,
I thought Jota and Tsimikas were good when they came on. As you said, McAllister and Szoboszlai for me were the standouts. I don't know what you want to think. I think Virgil was commanding, didn't let the team drop, didn't let them dream drop. You know,
it was a captain's performance from him.
It was
pushing them along.
Konate still finding his feet.
Yeah.
Look, Andrew Robertson, an absolute legend.
Yeah.
A legend. I love Andrew Robertson, but I know you're a very sentimental guy and you like to give benefit of the. I know. But
it's funny. You know what? We were saying that, and you were saying, you know, he's just about. He can do one game a week. I think he needs to do one game every fortnight. You know, every 2 weeks.
I mean,
but it wasn't. Listen, it wasn't his.
And I tell you why.
Listen, you can tell he's just a yard. His head is telling him what to do, but he's just a yard off it. But listen, man, he's what we've got. He's what we've got.
It's what we've got right now.
You know, definitely.
The problem is I don't trust Tsimikas.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. 100%.
To be consistent as well. There's an error in Tsimikas as well.
And he's got a bozo gene in him as well.
Although Tsimikas is the better footballer.
Yeah.
In terms of technical,
I understand what you're saying.
I think the problem with Robertson now is in slot system we need a technical fullback as well. As well as we've got one on Trent, and Robertson is a slot clock fullback.
Yeah.
All about energy, up and down drive. Slot wants people to be composure, and be able to break lines. Robertson cannot break lines with his passing sass.
Yeah, no, listen, I agree. It was too orchestrated in the first half, and there was a couple of incidents where he's like, I'm just like, why are you playing it with your right foot? Just hook it with your left. And
but it comes from uncertain when you're unsure about yourself and your physical levels.
100%. You'd start doubting yourself, and then indecision creeps in. I don't know, how do you want to round it up?
Well, I just want to round it up with that second half performance. Like it put us, like, I don't know we would have been able to speak this much if we had carried on in that first half, but that second half revved us up. That chance that fell to Diogo Jota, we both thought, we were like, this is it. It falls to Jota, he gets his left foot over it, he gets it on target, and like other strikers that probably would have skied it in our squad. But anyway, names shall not be mentioned. But that goalkeeper, man, it was just not our night and day after that. Like save after save, block after block.
To be fair, they defended very, very well. But for me,
horrible team to play against.
Horrible team. And but for me, that was a performance. Like I said at the beginning, at the get-go, a real gutsy and determined performance. And you know that is a point earned. You know, for me, it's not 2 points dropped.
Okay, interesting. Grand scheme of things, we'll find out at the end of the season, man. I don't know how I feel right now. I'm just tired and breathless. It's like I played that second half. That was emotional. People, instant post-match reaction. If we've missed out on bits and bobs, let us know. Let us know who your man of the match was. I'm going to give it... Who are you going to give it to for us?
For us, I would probably say Dom.
I wouldn't disagree. I thought Dominic Szoboszlai, you have to see him. And the effort and the work rate and the engine, it's unreal.
Phenomenal.
It's phenomenal.
We're still top of the league.
We're top of the league. I've seen enough. I've just tweeted it, by the way.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
All right.
I said, look, first half we played like pretenders. Second half we played like champions.
Bravo.
All depends if you're a glass half full or glass half empty kind of guy. Me, I've seen enough. We win the league. We win the league.
We'll win both.
That could have been a brilliant ending, but as usual. Bit of carnage at the end. People, this has been Instant Post Match Reaction. We're about to get in the car. We're about to start our journey. We're probably going to stop off at some KFC or something. We're starving like mad. Shout out to Shamus, who actually looked after us. We went to Saracen's Cafe. Shout out Saracen's Cafe. We had a wonderful dinner before we came out. We're hungry again. We're hungry for more. Liverpool are hungry for more. We're coming. We're not stopping. And a hard-earned draw at the City Ground. This has been Post-Match Reaction. We now move to Brentford away, which is going to be equally tough, by the way.
Yeah.
Equally tough. But we are top of the league and we continue to stay there. Peace out. Love. Peace, love, and tranquility. Take care.